don't actually have to bring them with. It's not like Najdatar where you I think that's what it's called. Um, get companions you can gain rep with. They're just there to help out. Hmm. Ah, here we go.
I need a hug.
Yep, they counted. Thank you. Thank you. So let's continue on. Even with flying mounts, it's just probably faster to just dive over here and get ported over.
Hello.
Good work, Dezek. The wood sprites may look harmless, but that's what makes them so dangerous.
Be well.
Well, I think it's danger that makes them so dangerous.
They are the watchers on the wall.
Eh.
Stay vigilant.
Yeah, I'm done here. Arena of Annihilation. Blanche's Boomer Brew. Volto Greenstone Brew. Wild Things.
We keep the darkness at bay. The wall.
Let's head down there. I'll actually stop so you don't have to watch the whole trip and whatnot. Still no. Battle in the High Seas, Secret Rage Fire, Dark Heart of Pandaria, Blood in the Snow, Dagger in the Dark, Island's Landing, Little Patience. Um, there was one scenario I remember doing. It's not there. I think it's Blood in the Snow. It's set in actually Dunbarrow, where you work alongside Moira to defend the Dunmoreau from, I think, the trolls, the ice trolls that are there. The other leaders wouldn't work with her because they do not trust her. Understandably so. She's she's the daughter of the previous king. She's thrown her lot in with the Dark Irons, and is a diehard Dark Iron supporter, and has just strutted back into Ironforge to declare ownership of Ironforge. Technically, did have right to it, but since she's actively working with their ancestral enemies, it kind of brought her succession into question. I I have a video over on SOT. If you want to know more about my opinion on the Dark Irons and Moira, go watch it. It's outright called Ragnaros Did Nothing Wrong. I think the name alone spells out my opinion. Huh. I wonder if that's true. They claim that Dal's thing has been shifted to be for all. You have to read this yourself.
Have a good one.
Uh, I remember running fights out of muddy hole in the ground back in Nagrand. Come a long way, eh, Woden? I tell you. There's none more these tiger monks like than a good scrap. So much so that they paid good coin for me to set up shop here, help draw. Keep forgetting to do that. I want to put it on this screen, on the other screen, so I can see it. Let me hit you. Burn in the back of my throat again. Summon and defeat the global eating, snow stalking horror, Joel Grum. Phew, what a mess. Someone informed the Monster Kitchens? We're having turtle soup tonight. Ready for the next fight? Ring that gong and get it on! It's time for grubbing Goliath, 15 feet of furry fury, Gunlight Summit's own, snow-stalking horror, Joel Grum. You've been judged and found wanting. Ouch, they've said that Joe Grum wasn't quite wasn't ouch, safe to say that Joe Grum wasn't quite Yeti for his battle with these 3 killing machines. Speaking of ready for the next fight? Ring the gong and get it on. She's here to make some new friends, then set them on fire. It's Pandaria's prettiest little playful pyromaniac, Wu Yang. Whoa, whoa, I'm out. Whoa, ow. Snapped out like a Gandalf. Is there anyone these 3 can't beat? Ready for next fight? Ring the gong and get it on. They made Blood a tank spec at some point, as far as I remember, but the idea of it previously was that that Death Knights could serve as DPS or tank. Did someone say Yak Attack? It's Axemaster Trigan Farhoof, Wandering Warrior to Town Long Steps. The idea of Blood was that they could be DPS or tank without needing to respec. So there wasn't a dedicated tank spec to it. Like, the design philosophy behind it was that it was shitty for tanks trying to solo. A bit. Oh, dead. It was shitty for tanks to try and solo, because they would have to keep respecing. It was either a... like, you would either try and solo as a tank, and that's not really that effective, or you would have to respec, and... well, there's mounting costs. You respec to, say, like, as a paladin, you respec to Retribution, then next raid night you have to respec back to Protection. Then you have to respec back to Retribution to solo. It keeps going like this. You know, you're gonna rack up a lot of stuff. Lots of costs. You're going to rack up a lot of, you know, respec fee very quickly. And it will just get prohibitive to do. So they designed Death Knights with the idea of not needing to do that. What a battle! Our fine combatants served up Chigan a heaping helping of Mongolian barbecue. Flittering through the mist with death upon his fists comes the sinister and serene Jinyu assassin, Satei Bayu. Boom. Speed of the Jinyu. Oh my god, that elbow. But, yeah, that was apparently the original design philosophy. But at some stage they just decided, you know what, fuck it. You know, dedicated tank spec. Probably does make it easier on their side to have it just a dedicated tank for tanking. Rather than having each one be, you know, a model. So, maybe it's a sign of a failed experiment. Or maybe it's a sign of them just wanting to make something easier on themselves. Hard to say. Similarly, they had a distinct idea for the invokers before, and I think they've changed away from it. Or was the distinct thing that the you know, the dragon race they introduced could only be invokers or something? I really don't know. Ooh. That's one killer garb whose slaying days have come to a fishy end. Everyone, please cheer for the new champions of the Arena of Annihilation.
Hey, how you doing?
You look like you could make us some money, but it's been inside the Arena of Annihilation, pal. Gortok said he would make it worth your while, kid. Take your pick. Satei's stabbing sword. Sure. One-handed mace. One-handed mace.
Spirits be with you.
Okay. But yeah, I do wonder if it's a sign of a failed experiment, or did they just decide that, it's not really, you know, as much of an issue anymore, kind of thing. Japan has many secrets. Among them is how to craft weapons and armor of surpassing quality. It's fine.